Hi, I'm Stan, the Annuity Man, America's Annuity Agent, licensed in all 50 states, including the beautiful one you're sitting in. Today's topic is a good one: why you should take a closer look at income riders. And income riders are attachments to some policies. I'm getting into the weeds a little bit, so just hang in there with me. But this is important. You're going to hear about income riders. You should understand them for what they do and what they do not do. But we're not going to start any of that until I hear very good punk rock music. All right, so before we dive into the income rider pool, I'm going to hold this close to me because my filmer says we can't see it, Stan the Annuity Man. Income Rider Owner's Manual, of which I've written, published, and you can get for free if you go to theannuityman.com. Give us your shipping address, physical mailing address, and I'll send it to you for free. And that pretty much explains income riders start to finish. But let's get down and dirty into an income rider. What is an income rider? Why do they call it an income rider? Well, it rides on the policy. So typically, the two types of policies that offer income riders that you can attach at the time of application are fixed indexed annuities and variable annuities. Disclaimer, I don't sell variable annuities, because I don't sell anything that has a potential to go down in value, because you own an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do. And the will do part is the income rider. Now, let's do a visual. If you draw a line down a blank sheet of paper right here, this side is the income rider calculation, and this side over here is the accumulation value. In English, that means the investment value. With variable annuities, that's the separate account mutual funds. On indexed annuities, that's the call options on the index, even though indexed annuities are CD products. So we're going to focus on the income riders, and the way that I typically sell indexed annuities: efficient delivery system for the income rider guarantee. So two separate calculations. So this side, which is the accumulation value side, we have no idea what that's going to be. With variable annuities, we don't, because it's mutual funds. And with indexed annuities, we don't, because the call options, we just don't know. It's a fixed annuity, it's principal protected. But on the income rider side, most income riders have a guaranteed percentage that it grows by during the deferral years. That's pretty cool, right? Now, the problem is, people think it's Jimmy Carter yield, and at the time of this taping, he's still alive building houses in Georgia, so hope he's still alive. He's doing good work. But the point is, people think it's Jimmy Carter yield because it grows by 7 or 8% on this income rider side. Stop for a second. Don't go, wait a minute, 7, 8%, that sounds really good. No, stop. Stop. This side is monopoly money and a phantom account that can only be used to calculate your first lifetime income payment, meaning it's going to pay for the rest of your life at that specific amount. That's the income rider. That's what an income rider does. That's a good thing. Now, most income riders come with a fee for the life of the policy. That's the reason annuity companies have the big buildings, for a reason, right? But that fee from the income rider side is only taken out, typically, and 99% of the policies, from the accumulation value. So you have a fee, but this is a net amount. So if you came to me and you said, Stan the Annuity Man, America's Annuity Agent, I'm looking for income, say, in 8 years, then an income rider is probably going to be your best choice. Can you start it sooner than that? Could you start an income rider income stream immediately? Yes. Probably shouldn't, but you can. Can you start it a year from now? Yes. Probably shouldn't, but you can. But the point is, income riders are the attachment to a deferred policy, indexed annuity and variable annuity, that provides the lifetime income guarantee. And I think that's a good thing. And here's the reason. Income riders, when attached to those policies, they're flexible. You do not have to use the income rider. You could get to the end of the term of the annuity and say, you know what? I don't want to do that anymore. I just want my money back. Great. Send you the money back. The income rider benefits stay on the table because the accumulation value is what you cash out. But it's flexible. You do not have to turn on the income rider. Another thing that's kind of cool, I've never seen it happen too many times, couple times, but certain situations, you can shut this on and off with the majority of income riders. Income riders are not annuitized products. You're not ripping the knob off a water faucet and the water's coming, meaning the income's coming. The income rider is a contractual guaranteed lifetime income stream, but you can shut it off, or you can choose not to turn it on, or let's just say you go into the policy and you say, I want the income rider and I want it to start in 7 years, and we get right up to that 7-year time period. You can say, you know what? I want to defer it a couple more years. You can. And remember, income riders and all lifetime income products are, the lifetime income stream is primarily based on your life expectancy or life expectancies if it's joint with your spouse or partner. At the time you take the payment, interest rates play a secondary role. Interest rates play a secondary role. Interest rates play a secondary role because interest rates play a secondary role. The reason I'm saying that is because the rates are low. Shut up, okay? You don't know what you're talking about. It's about life expectancy at the time you take the payment. So income riders, I think, are kind of the new go-go product in the annuity world. They're missold a lot of times because people think they're getting Jimmy Carter yield with that phantom account percentage that it's growing by. But it's a very neat way to contractually know to the penny what your lifetime income stream is going to be at the time you take the payments in the future. To me, I live in a will do, not might do world. Will do is the contractual guarantee, income rider side. Might do is the hypothetical, theoretical, back-tested, projected, agent hopeful return scenario, wait for it, unicorns chasing the butterflies crap that you're pitched out there. When you buy an income rider attached to a variable index annuity, focus on the income rider, focus on the contractual guarantee, focus on the future lifetime income stream. Because that's what you're buying and that's the benefit proposition. Here's the other thing you need to know about income riders. Some, not all, income riders offer what's called confinement care or nursing home type benefits. Let me be very clear about something. It's not long-term care, okay? I know that agents are like, well, you can get this to do with long-term care, right? No, it's not long-term care. Long-term care is a health insurance product. It's the best long-term care coverage on the planet. If you really want long-term care, then talk to me and I'll point you to the #1 long-term care guy in the country and he can help you. But income riders offer what's called enhanced benefit, nursing home benefit, confinement care benefit. And there's a lot of rules attached to them. We won't go through that. That's the reason you should get my book, The Income Rider Owner's Manual, because I do go through those in detail. But just understand this, the income rider side should primarily be used for the lifetime income. That's where you should base your decision. But if you're the person out there that's smoking a carton of Lucky Strikes with no filters every single day and inhaling them all the way down here to your lungs, and you're swashing back the Jack Daniels or the Jim Beam or whatever, you qualify for an income rider with a confinement care benefit. Everyone qualifies. It's a guaranteed issue. That's a good thing for all of you players out there that are living hard. But it's also a good thing for people that want supplemental in coverage for those types of benefits. Never, ever, 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 ever replace your long-term care policy with an income rider with confinement care benefits. Ever. And if anyone ever tells you to do that because you're getting an upfront bonus, run away from that person. And before you do, backhand them and smack them in the face because that is a horrific recommendation. Okay, but if you can't qualify for long-term care coverage because you have to go through the underwriting process and you are smoking all those cigarettes and drinking the Jack Daniels with Coke, then that's your play. That's the only thing you have. But that shouldn't be your #1 decision. I just wanted to let you know that some income riders have that. Yes, it's an added benefit. It's guaranteed issue. Don't put a lot of your decision making into that one thing. Base it primarily on the lifetime income stream. One more thing about income riders. Again, there's a lot to it. Get my book. I mean, you really do need to read that. I'll ship it to you for free. But one thing that people always ask me,
what about inflation, Stan? What about inflation?
Well, first of all, nobody has a product that adjusts for inflation. But there are some income riders are attached to index annuities, and the agent will say the following.
Well, when the index annuity goes up in value and locks in, then that locked-in increase will increase over here on the income rider.
And you say, wow, that sounds fantastic. That's the best product I've ever heard of. Catch, problem, asterisk, wah. Here's the truth. When any time an annuity of any type has the potential of increasing your income stream with either a cost of living adjustment or an index increase, and someone pitches you that too good to be true nonsense, understand the annuity companies have the big buildings for a reason. They don't give anything away, and they know when we're going to die. When you have that potential increase, remember, I'm going to do the Madonna Vogue. Remember, Vogue, to the music. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Here's the income rider without the increase. Here's the income rider with the potential increase. Annuity companies don't give it away. So when you buy a lifetime income stream, I'm going to encourage you using the income rider to just buy the highest contractual income stream, knowing it's going to be static, and also knowing that you already own the best inflation annuity on the planet, and it's called Social Security. Thanks for watching. Share the video. Subscribe to the video. Comment on the video. See you on the next Stan the Annuity Man video.